just, I know there's a lot of people who probably have, I don't know, may have limited patience with this type of stuff, but, A, it is incredibly fun. But B, here's why it's important. There's two reasons why it's important. In addition to it having material impact on policies in the future. Because look, I'm going to play this stuff from Elizabeth Warren. This is a rule as opposed to legislation. So I don't know if it necessarily needs it's a hearing. I don't know if this is actually something that could happen. But Bernie Sanders and the CPC are out there today calling for that $15 minimum wage. That could actually happen too. Executive branch could just decide to say, like, we're going to just add another layer of what you need to get a contract. It's not unlike what we heard from Guy Lawson in that story of Dudes in the Arms, where by executive order, they said, give preference to small business on our handing out contracts. You can give preference to companies that pay a living wage. These are all executive actions. Legislatively speaking, nothing's going to happen until 2017. The better Donald Trump does in this Republican primary, the better chances we have of better legislation in 2017. I mean, that's just the reality of it. That's just the reality of it. And if he runs as an independent, half the things he's going to promote are going to be, I think, because he's smart. He doesn't care, really, at the end of the day. I'm not sure how much he cares about any of these issues. He may care about some or not. I'm not sure that any of these politicians care about any of these issues. He's just smart enough. He's not beholden to, he may come out for a higher minimum wage. Certainly, if it's in a general election, he will.
I'll put money on it. I think it might come even earlier. It's another great
He may do it
marker.
He may do it as a Republican. If he goes out and runs in the general, he'll come out for a minimum wage. He'll attract. He's going to try to attract. He's already saying, I'm going to protect your Social Security. But in terms of the Republican, and then there's something that's even more important. Well, I don't know if this is more important, but there's something else that I find that is yet to happen. And as someone wrote on Twitter, nobody is better at quoting Sam Seder than Sam Seder. Indeed. And when I say that again, which I will in the future, I will be quoting me saying that quote, quoting me again. The thing that I said on Hayes that first night that Trump came out, I said, the interesting thing is going to be to see if the establishment media, and I'm on these email lists with some center-left people who are just like, what is this with this Trump stuff? Who's supporting him? The fact, and there's a guy on Nate Silver's site. If you go back and read the stuff that this guy's been writing, like, Trump's in big trouble. It's not sustainable because he has unfavorability ratings. And then it's Trump's going to be good for the Republican Party and on and on. It is a fundamental lack of understanding of who conservatives are. It is a fundamental lack of understanding of what the conservative movement has been for really the past 15 some odd years. They don't understand it. They don't understand it. It's not just that they need to talk to libertarian callers. It is, they don't understand the lack of substance that is involved in the conservative movement. It is a sham. It is a sham. And all it takes is a guy to come up there who's rich and talks tough and belittles his opponents and has ideas that are so simplistic, they don't even need a bumper sticker. I'll make the best deal. Boom.
Apparently, according to Gabriel Sherman of New York Magazine, Trump is causing problems internally at Fox. According to him, Ailes recently told Fox executives that Murdoch called him and asked him to tone down the pro-Trump coverage. Ailes said to have boasted to executives that he told Murdoch that Fox would continue to cover Trump how Ailes wanted.
There you go.
Sounds like he's getting a little Trumpish on his boss there. Loser. You know, to be honest with you, I don't like the Australian accent, but that's just me. Okay. We're going to cover Trump how we want to cover Trump.